It is about 11:30 on Friday, May 3rd, 2024, and I've decided to move them late today. There was so much grass in that last section that I wanted them to do a little more work on it, and they did. And now I'm going to move them to a section and a half. So I won't move them this evening. They should be here this whole day, and then tomorrow morning I'll move them to a new section, you know, as soon as my daughter gets that wire set up, which I think she's almost done. This row is 100 feet wide like the last row. The grass isn't quite as good, but it's better than I remember it last night because I was checking it out. Maybe just this section's better. So let me just walk over here with the wire in my hand. Here they come. All right, I get to see their left sides as they come through, making sure the triangles look full. They do, they look very full. Number 28, you're gonna get zapped. Oh, don't. My goodness. I was worried because the wire's hot. It's connected at the other end. Yeah, that's what you get for crossing the wire. You get zapped. Don't touch the wire. Yeah, you're smart one, 27. There's Blackie with the youngest calf, number 47. Even she's looking filled in pretty good. Yeah, number 20. She saw the reel and goes, uh-oh. So it's beautiful. It's about, I'd say it's probably 78, 80 degrees right now. There's a good wind from the south. Excellent forage here. My allergies are kicking off really bad, so if I start sneezing violently and just die from allergies, then that's why I died. The grass here seems to be a lot of ryegrass. There's some of this grass here. I think this is barley. I don't know what this is. It's something like barley or wheat or something. And I'm seeing the Austrian winter pea, which is this stuff here. This is Austrian winter pea. And then the what is that called? Buttercups. Beautiful yellow buttercups. There's some other things in here too. Clovers, lots of little clovers. And yeah, it just looks good all around. There's some other types of grass too. I don't know what this was, some kind of broom or something like that, you know, and some other grasses that are in the pasture here. It looks like the major forage besides clover is the Austrian winter pea. There's several patches of that. I did see some berries, some blackberries or whatever they are. And here is some ragweed. That's some ragweed there. So nice forage here, deep grass. It's not as thick as I'd like. It's a little bit thin, but that just comes with time and as the soil improves in fertility. So for those of you who are just joining me, this is the first video you watched of mine. My videos are super boring and I'm a terrible host. I'm not making these videos to attract a YouTube audience. I'm making them to document my experience with rotational grazing. I found that the people who do rotational grazing are really good at explaining how to do it, but I think it's better to see it being done. And so that's what I'm doing with these videos. I'm showing myself and I'm showing others what I do. And right now, the biggest principles that I'm following, at least for this season, is not overgrazing. Not grazing grass that isn't ready to be grazed. Not allowing the cows to take 2 bites. I want to get 80% of the grass eaten 1/3 of the way down. That's a single bite, okay? I don't want to have them access to the same spot of ground for more than 3 days, both because there's a chance they'll graze on the new growth and also because of the parasite problem. That's when the parasites start to hatch. I'm not doing anything about fly control this year, just letting the dung beetles and everybody else do their thing. Last year and the year before last, I did use the parasitic wasps, which, I don't know, they seem to have some effect, but I wanted to see what happened if I don't do it. So far the fly count has been pretty low. If I had bigger rows and I moved the cows further away, it'd probably be tougher for the flies to find the cows, and just from the fact that they have to wait before they hatch is enough to keep the flies off the cows. But so far the flies have not been a problem this season. But typically flies aren't a problem until late summer and autumn and stuff like that. So, and I'm going to run the cows until the first row which you can see it just there, until that first row is regrown, and then I'm gonna bring them back. Okay, I keep a second herd of sheep. I don't make videos on the sheep every day. There's not much to talk about the sheep. I just keep them in one spot for 3.5 days and then move them to a new row. But so I don't do videos on the sheep too often, but the sheep are offset by 180 degrees. Right now, they're almost at the end of my pasture. And I don't know if the cows are gonna make it that far this rotation, but I think in a few weeks I'm gonna bring the sheep in, put them in the pen, probably separate off the ram lambs and sell them. So that is what I'm up to. Yeah. If you're wondering, I have, I think, 19 cows, a couple heifers that are ready to give birth next year, so I'll breed them this year, and I have 19 calves. I got rid of all the cows that lost their calves this year. Every cow had a calf. Some of the heifers had a calf that I wasn't expecting, and I got rid of everyone that lost a calf, even if it wasn't their own fault, because I want to reduce the size of my herd down to about 15 cows, and then I want to be able to keep the steer and raise them for 2 or 3 years to full size and then sell them or eat them, either way, you know. But this is what they look like. This is, I think, what cows are supposed to look like, maybe a little fatter. I certainly think in a few weeks they're going to put on some serious weight. So right now they look good. They looked okay coming out of winter. They weren't too bad. Last year was pretty bad. I put them on survival rations. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.